Hello, my name is Nathan Sorensen, and I am the Strategic Information Technology Procurement Officer for the Midwestern Higher Education Compact. Joining me today is Brian Rellinger, Chief Information Officer for Ohio Wesleyan University. We are excited to announce our contract with Walker & Associates for bandwidth expansion options from Ciena. Before we get into the details of the Walker & Associates Master Price Agreement for Ciena equipment and software, I want to briefly introduce you to the organization, the Midwestern Higher Education Compact, and its contracting authority. Share with you some of the contract benefits and the sourcing process of our technology cost savings initiatives, provide you with a brief overview of the Walker-Ciena Master Price Agreement, and finally, leave you with some resources to learn more about this opportunity. To help you understand our contracting authority and why MHEC is involved with these technology contracts, it is best to have a better understanding about our organization. We are an interstate compact charged with advancing Midwestern higher education through interstate cooperation and resource sharing. The Midwestern Higher Education Compact is one of 4 regional compacts in the United States, each having their own niche for addressing issues and advocating for education. Often referred to as MHEC, our niche was rooted in cost savings programs created by and supported by stakeholders from the 12 Midwestern states. The compact is governed by a 60-member board called the Commission, made up of governors, designees, legislative, and higher education leaders. The compact is a resource for student access, essentially trying to help students get into and matriculate through college, as well as a source in policy, where we attempt to help decision makers, governors, legislators, and higher education leaders in our member states make more informed decisions. MHEC has agreements in place to extend our technology cost savings program to the Southern Regional Education Board, SREB, and to the Western Interstate Commission for Higher Education, WICHE. Currently, we have no agreement with the New England Board of Higher Education, and as the map shows, there are 3 states not covered by any of the compacts: New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. What makes the compact unique to the education community is its broad contracting authority created in each of its member states. The compact is not a group purchasing organization. The compact is a means for stakeholders in our education community to collaborate on identifying regional issues and committing resources to leverage a solution through the compact's statutory authority. We are very selective in the types of contracts that we pursue. Our programs range from technology solutions to property and student health insurance, reduced tuition programs, and policy research. We try to identify those areas that we can bring value, and as a result, will be something that an individual institution may not be able to replicate on its own. But because we are working together across state lines, regionally, and now nationally, we can bring value that wouldn't have otherwise been there. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is a compact? It's really a contract amongst the states. This legislation that was passed in each state makes us an instrumentality of state government in each of the 12 member states. Similarly, the other compacts have been statutorily created, which allows the compact to convene subject matter experts, allocate resources to address regional issues, and provide solutions by entering into contracts. Think of MHEC as the State Department of Administration for Minnesota, for example, but also for Wisconsin and Illinois and so on. The Compact's contracting authority sits in between the state and federal government. So how do we come about these initiatives? In respect to MEC's Technologies Cost Savings Initiatives, they are guided by a committee of over 40 Midwestern CIOs, technical experts, and IT procurement professionals for the purpose of furthering education opportunities and services in the region. These subject matter experts have consistently collaborated to identify, discuss, and commit resources to addressing common IT issues facing the education community. The current cost savings initiatives include contracts for hardware, software, and services. Through the work of the Technologies Committee, all of our contracts are competitively sourced, solution-based contracts. We follow public procurement best practices for end-to-end solution providers. One contract for a total solution with one purchase order. Our contracts include negotiated terms and conditions with options to amend to meet institutional needs. One of our goals is to create more competition amongst available contracts and vendors, shifting the bargaining power back to the institution by providing alternatives. And finally, a contract benefit for the institution is an established price list, where you have an opportunity to negotiate additional discounts. Now that I've covered some of the contract benefits, I will turn it over to Brian, who can share with you more about our process.
Thank you, Nathan. In 2013, the Technologies Committee identified the need to source networking. And in April of 2014, an RFP was released with the purpose of establish one or more MEC master price agreements with qualified vendors for network, wireless, voice, and wavelength division multiplexing hardware and related services. A subcommittee of 4 subject matter experts was formed to research all of the alternatives and develop the business requirements of the desired solution. The committee published the RFP in the spring of 2014 and evaluated proposals during the summer of 2014. After careful review, the committee recommended awarding the contract to Walker & Associates for their bandwidth expansion options and as an authorized telecommunications distributor of Ciena's wavelength division multiplexing equipment and software. Networking has been a top issue for MEC's Technologies Committee. Our goal was to negotiate a favorable contract for higher education and to also extend this agreement to K-12 districts and schools as well as state and local governments. Knowing firsthand the complexity of these solutions, it was also important to have value-added services as part of that contract. I think the committee did a great job of reviewing the options and selecting a vendor that has the best interests of all MEC clients in mind. This contract is unique, and I hope the institutions take advantage of the offering. Now Nathan will share with you some more of the resources to learn about this opportunity.
Thanks, Brian, for that overview of our sourcing activities. Our current portfolio of contracts consists of hardware, software, printers, security, and services. We have prepared for you a technology contracts handout, which includes the vendor, contract number, expiration date, and renewal terms, plus contract highlights and who is eligible to utilize these contracts. All of these contracts are the result of individuals like Brian who have committed time and resources to source these solutions, make recommendations, and provide valuable feedback while MEC negotiates the contracts. While all of the contracts are negotiated on behalf of higher education, when the opportunity presents itself, the compact negotiates to extend the contracts to K-12 as well as city, state, and local government. This contract with Walker & Associates for Ciena is available to the higher education and K-12 community in the MEC, SREB, and MHEC compacts, 41 states in total. Now for some resources. Our MHEC website features a couple of easy ways for you to access our contracts. When accessing the site mchtech.org, you may go directly to the category, for example, computer hardware or software, or you may go directly to the contract section. It's also important to note that we insert recent news about contracts, RFPs, as well as upcoming regional and national events. Please also visit the section on getting the most value from MHEC contracts to receive some valuable tips on purchasing products and services using this contract vehicle. Select Data and Voice Networking from the menu running across the top. You will be able to click on a link to Walker Ciena's page. On the page, you will note some of the contract highlights as well as Walker's contact information and contract terms. To determine your eligibility, look to the right side of the screen and select the clickable link to learn more about the contract offering. Clicking on the Contracts link in the upper right-hand corner, you will find the ability to download contracts and their amendments and/or addendums. Plus, the specific links to the state statutes for the MHEC region are visible on the right-hand side of this page. Also, please do not hesitate to contact our staff. You will see my contact information. We've also included our legal counsel should you have any direct questions for Rob as well. If you had eligibility questions, we have provided contact information. These individuals, including myself, can assist you and walk you through why you're eligible to use our contracts. We also encourage you to stay connected with MHEC. You will see here our MHEC website link as well as our e-commerce website link for MHEC Tech and all of our social channels.